I'm sure many of you remember the breakup of AT&T and Ma Bell, bringing about competition in the telephone industry. It was the first time I remember scams and scammers. Companies would randomly mail out checks to unsuspecting people. If you happened to endorse and cash one of these checks, your signature on the back gave them approval to become your phone carrier. Many people fell victim to this fraud, and it cost them a lot of money. It seems like scams are getting more prevalent, but also getting much more complex. So when I received this check in the mail, a check that I was not expecting from a source that I didn't recognize, I was more than a little suspicious. It appeared to be a check that was the settlement of a class action, but one that I knew nothing about. I spent a good deal of time trying to figure out whether or not it was legitimate. I finally came to the conclusion that it was. But it got me thinking about how cynical and jaded we have become in a culture and society where it seems like everyone is trying to take advantage of everyone else. I don't want to be jaded and cynical, but I also don't want to be viewed as gullible. As Jesus was sending out his disciples, he challenged them to be shrewd like serpents, but also to be as gentle as doves. That's good advice. We should be aware that there is no shortage of people who would take advantage of us. But we also need to be aware that Jesus calls us to be in the world, as he sent his disciples out into the world back then, to reach out and to build relationships with people who need to experience the transforming love of Jesus. As you're out there, be careful, but also be present and engaged.